show, I put my go-to face on. Feds on my case, but I got my go-to face on.
It's so true. I drive as fast as the popo do. Trying to say that I bust a red light. I know red light don't know you. What was my speed? No clue. No speed gun. You was only behind me for about a second or two. So look at this face. Go true. This is the same face that all the bouncers see whenever they try around with me. Try and make man feel like a lowercase G at the end of the queue like a lowercase E. Oh please, man AAA. You man want me to queue and freeze? Nah, not me. Never that G. Put on my go-to face swiftly.
As you can see, I got my go-to face on. And they can't chat when I got my go-to face on. Pull up at the show, I put my go-to face on. Feds on my case, but I got my go-to face on. So just act like I told you. You can tell by the look on my face I ain't come here to do nothing else but go true. Just tell all the man them roll true. That's why better know plus 20. Questions I beg you don't ask me any. That means I don't wanna hear nothing other than go true. And here's your bottle of hello. Born and raised in the ghetto. They chat to police, then I sing falsetto. Put on my go-to face and swing at MC all over the place. Raggo. Come true stinking at White Air Max Stone Island camo. And it's very loud, so excuse me if I get a little bit paro.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Toronto Raptors out at Scotiabank Arena. Checking out Toronto, one thing they've talked about, sustaining focus on the defensive end, allowing no easy shots, trying to be disruptive, maybe causing some turnovers that can lead to easy buckets in transition. And Devin Booker, the youngest player to ever score 70 in a single game. Shaq, how impressive is that?
You know, it's so impressive that even Kyrie Irving mentioned that Booker's got the it factor. Might set a few more records before it's done, Ernie.
Yeah, I believe so. In today's game, you can't have enough shooting. And Booker's also a pretty sneaky playmaker. Sneaky. Doesn't really show it all the time. Just sneaky.
You know who else has the it factor?
Who's that?
Kevin Harlan.
Oh.
We're going courtside. He's got the call.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The skyline of downtown Toronto really looking wonderful tonight. It's a beautiful evening here on the shores of Lake Ontario. On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Milwaukee Bucks are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to the home of the Toronto Raptors, a great venue for basketball. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. Teams that have great options off the bench, Doris, give these coaches tremendous flexibility, doesn't it, in their lineups?
I think one of the things that the casual fan may not necessarily understand about the NBA is how important players 6 through 15 can be. The NBA season is a grind, and every member of that bench has to contribute in different ways. Sometimes it's a defensive unit that steps onto the floor to try to change momentum. Sometimes you need a guy like Lou Williams off the bench because you're struggling to score. So the flexibility provided by the back end of your lineup is crucial.
And reveals a lot about coaching as well. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Meet him out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Brown in at the 2 guard. Now here's Brown, following the shot by Chris Paul. Thompson against Brown. Nurkic a screen on Thompson. Clock at 6. Brown kicks to Irving. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
They set the pick. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Boy, seizing control right away. Send a message on that possession.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside Aldridge. Nurkic setting the pick for Brown. In the corner. Tatum with it. Clock at 4. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Marc Gasol.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Unloads from 13. The shot's good from Paul.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
There's a screen. Nobody near Irving. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 5.
Yeah, I like how he's getting involved in the offense. He's picking his spots and making his shot attempts count.
Ball against Irving. Paul outside. Outside Jackson. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now, here's Brown. They get a hand on it and taken away by Paul. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Antetokounmpo dishes to Thompson. Here's Paul. The second effort. And that's off the glass and in. 5 points in the game.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys. We're going to use it. Evan?
Okay, David, thanks. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Irving against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Outside Aldridge. There's Brown with the 3.
You have to admire the activity of Klay Thompson on the defensive end. It seems like he makes it his mission to make life difficult for whoever he's checking.
Doesn't go that time.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
Free throw good from Kyrie Irving. The things Kyrie Irving can do with the basketball are just jaw-dropping. Doris, a gifted ball handler.
Well, he will go down as one of the best dribblers to ever play the game. Creative, consistent, quick with every move. He is fun to watch, Kev.
Now here's Thompson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Oh, a lapse defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
Irving for three. Rebound by the Raptors.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
And Thompson kicks to Paul. Over Irving. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 6 points for Chris Paul. Pass to Tatum, outside Aldridge. Aldridge with a screen on Thompson. Here's Brown. The teardrop falls in.
Well, Jaylen Brown making it look easy right now. How about the strength in the post? It was like the defense wasn't even there, Kevin.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, and the shot goes in.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
They set the screen, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Raptors making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Here's Tatum. Off the inbound, no good.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Thompson passes to Antetokounmpo. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Thompson against Irving. Outside Aldridge. Nurkic a screen on Smart. Shot clock at 5. Down kicks to Tatum. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
Pre-shot preparation and catch and shoot is important. Jason Tatum on point.
Smart passes to Gasol. Back to Smart. Good looking screen by Gasol. Fires at the elbow. Smart misses. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Tatum drives in. In the corner, it's Aldridge. No good on the triple. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Nurkic with the steal. On its way from Irving for 2. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Well, after the Raptors fell short of their goals last season, you knew they were going to be changing some things up.
Well, obviously the first big move was moving on from Dwayne Casey as the head coach. And you think about Dwayne had brought the best years this franchise had seen, and they still felt it was time for a shift. Now, it's not necessarily his blame. Sometimes you just need to hear a new voice when you've ended in the playoffs the way they have over the last several years.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now here's Bledsoe. Ibaka with a screen on Caldwell Pope. And it's Bledsoe off the drive over Caldwell Pope. That's short off the rim. The Raptors have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Pass to Morris. And stolen by Booker. To the inside, Bledsoe. Here's Ibaka, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Kev, we know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
So it's Toronto now. Smart kicks to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Booker outside. Screen by Ibaka. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And the shot is good. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You know, a skill that doesn't show up in the box score, the drawing charge calls. In your opinion, there are, I'm sure, a lot that you think are the best at it.
Yeah, I think, Kevin, sometimes this comes at a cost physically that you have to be willing to absorb. I've seen Marcus Smart take a charge from LeBron James. That's 6'8", 250-plus pounds coming at you full speed. Kemba Walker, Draymond Green. But, Kevin, you know this. When you draw a charge, you have essentially given yourself an extra possession, and you've put the opponent at a detriment because it's a foul against that player who's committed it.
Means a lot. Here's Bledsoe. And a miss there off the inbound.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Who's watching here? Antetokounmpo passes to Smart. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Over Tatum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And that's 11 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, and guys, that's what he wanted to avoid, a second foul before the end of the opening period.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
Well, yet another 5-star, one-and-done player coming out of Kentucky. Bledsoe was the 18th pick in the 2010 draft and looking very much the steal at that spot now.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points in the game. Morris with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Man, off to a terrific start, yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe with 5 points in the game. Ibaka with a screen on Smart. Bledsoe outside. Ibaka sets the pick for Bledsoe. Over Smart. Turner trying to free himself up. And again, the Bucks miss.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Nice shot by Smart.
I'll tell you, you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
Bledsoe kicks to Turner. Down low, and Turner throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Smart with the ball, now guarded by Bledsoe. Smart passes to Antetokounmpo. Fires from 14, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Bledsoe against Smart. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Count that one. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Turner with a screen on Smart. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first basket.
You love it when guys play bigger than you think they are. Booker proving that he's not just a threat from the outside.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 16. Bucket is good.
And he's made all 8 of his field goals here to start the game.
Bucks trail by 7. Booker outside. Turner with a screen for Booker. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Now, teams are playing him to set up behind the arc, but Booker can just as easily beat you from the mid-range.
There's the pick. Caldwell Pope kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Booker. The 8-footer. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 6.
Well, just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Toronto. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league, it's a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
I think their play calling has been exceptional. They've played with purpose and they've played with aggressiveness.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Jason Tatum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job. Contest without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
It's Smart with the drive. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the shot is long. Bucks trail by 7. Adebayo passes to Booker. Chalk up 2 there. He's got 8.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Smart kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Tatum. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
The pass to Morris. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Booker. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 10 points for Devin Booker.
Well, people are always talking about his scoring, but Bledsoe, very good vision as well, finding the open man there.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. The offensive rebound. Ayton dishes to Smart. Banked in off the glass. Smart's got 6.
Oh, Kevin, the defense looking completely lost. Marcus Smart just toying with them in the paint.
Adebayo passes to Bledsoe. Back to Adebayo. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Smart. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Some changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ayton. Jackson comes in for Morris. And it's Thompson in for Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee also making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Ibaka. Jaylen Brown comes in for Jason Tatum. And Irving subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And that one misses. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Irving. Sinks that one from the post. Now it's just a 3-point Raptor lead.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Tries from 10. And Thompson with the nice bucket inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Irving kicks to Aldridge. Booker with no one around. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 15 points for Devin Booker.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Thompson misses.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Klay Thompson, the 11th pick in the 2011 draft. If you were to do a redraft, you'd have to think he'd go in the top 3.
Well, certainly at least top 3. Kawhi Leonard and Kyrie Irving were both in that draft as well. Listen, what people knew was that Klay Thompson could shoot. Even Clay said he thought he'd be a 3-and-D player in the NBA and perhaps nothing more. You have to think about the athleticism and the work habits that have made him a more well-rounded player. But boy, Clay, big-time player.
And he knocks down the first one.
It is so easy to like the easygoing Klay Thompson. This guy is so dependable at both ends, and he excels shooting the basketball.
And the Bucks making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. And so Thompson nails both of them. Here's Booker. He's got 15. Pass to Nurkic. Bucks passing it around. Screen by Nurkic. There's Brown with the three. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Here's Smart, and he lays it straight in. Smart's got 10 points. Bucks trail by 6. Booker the pass to Nurkic. Aldridge a screen. Nurkic with it. Gasol covering, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And that's his 4th foul, and we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Booker. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Bledsoe. And counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock-solid 79%.
One shot, find the lanes.
Now, Smart, 10 points for him. Gasol a screen. Smart kicks to Gasol. A three-pointer off the mark. Bucks trail by 3. Outside Irving. Poked away. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. 8 points for him.
And it's no secret that Paul is an energetic defender, constantly swiping at the ball and ripping away steals.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Bledsoe. Inside, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
There's the lob to Aldridge. Stolen by Jackson. 4-on-3 break. Smart kicks to Paul. Thompson outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Thompson's got 7.
Well, this is his specialty, right? Klay Thompson's shooting form from range, so pretty.
Aldridge with a screen on Paul. Here's Irving. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Shakes his man by using exceptional use of the screen. I mean, from there, it's smooth sailing.
Inside, hangs in the air, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Now, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Irving. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
How easily scoring comes for Kyrie Irving. So intelligent, such a good decision maker.
There's the pick. Jackson dishes to Paul. Jackson setting the pick here for Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Bledsoe against Thompson. Bledsoe kicks to Irving. That one off the back iron and out.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Derek Favors checked in for Toronto. Antetokounmpo comes in for Marcus Smart. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Turner's checked in.
We know that Thompson is an excellent defender. He does such a good job timing shots for those rejections.
Bucks trail by 4. And taken away by Paul. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
Bucks trail by 6. And here's Bledsoe. 8 points for him. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thompson against Bledsoe. Turner with a screen for Brown. 6 on the shot clock.
Derek Favors not an easy guy to shoot over. When he's aggressive on the defensive end, boys, shooters better be careful.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Gasol, a screen on Irving. Outside Gasol. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Pass to Bledsoe. Nurkic against Gasol. And the Bucks miss again. Raptors leading by 9. Paul with the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. 1:57 left to play here in the half. Brown against Antetokounmpo. Brown outside. Outside Irving. Nurkic setting the pick for Irving. Over Paul. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. 18 points for Kyrie Irving. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo against Brown. Now the dish to Irving. That's tipped. Paul with the steal. Softly drops in the floater. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Bledsoe passes to Irving. Nurkic a screen on Paul. Here's Irving. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Yeah, when Kyrie comes off a screen with that much speed, it's very hard to deny him a good look at the basket.
Favors sets the pick for Paul. To the paint, here's Thompson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Thompson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors. Ayton, he's checked in for the Raptors. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Bucks. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. Raptors leading by 9. And the wide open shot from Paul. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Irving kicks to Bledsoe. Bucks passing it around. Tatum on the wing. Ibaka with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Tatum. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
That's a 2 from Paul.
Well, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
And so it's Toronto holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks, we're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And over to Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back to On 2K. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Raptors leading by 11. Paul out there with Klay Thompson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And there's Jackson. And it's Gasol at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, and that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
To the inside. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Guys, Kyrie Irving, stronger than he looks, absorbs the contact and still converts.
And with all the drama, Greg, that has followed Irving the past few seasons, he reached out to Kobe Bryant for some guidance.
And just like Irving and LeBron had to go their own ways, so did Kobe and Shaq. Very few players know what it's like to be in a situation like Irving, but Kobe's one of them. And Kobe gave Irving the confidence to not be afraid of standing out in his career decisions, and so far it's paid off handsomely.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player, and in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
Thompson dishes to Gasol. Nurkic with the block. Outside Tatum. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. 5 on the clock. Connects on the foul line jumper. Tatum's got it back down to within single digits for the Bucks.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job staying in attack mode.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Irving passes to Tatum. There's the feed to Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Aldridge.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Call against Irving. And it's Paul missing. Bucks trail by 8. Outside Irving. Outside Tatum. Latrey doesn't go for him. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Paul against Irving. The drive by Paul and stolen by Aldridge. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And any discussion about CP3 has to start with his hands. The dribble moves, all the steals he gets, he uses his hands better than just about anybody.
The Raptors have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. Booker's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Thompson comes with the double team. Stolen by Jackson. Jumps up and finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Irving. Over Paul. No good from Irving.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Jackson, a screen on Booker. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Thompson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. Paul against Irving. To the paint. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Irving. Aldridge has got 6 points.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Gasol, a screen on Tatum. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And there it is for him.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
No good from Irving.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Thompson against Booker. Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now.
Down low, here's Paul. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 17.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bucks trail by 19. Irving kicks to Aldridge. Adebayo is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic.
That's his first personal foul. Into the lineup for the Bucks. Bam Adebayo.
Here's Irving. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Shooting one.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Aldridge kicks to Adebayo. Thompson against Booker. Gasol with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It's tipped. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Poked loose. Here's Aldridge. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Raptors leading by 20. Jackson setting the pick here for Antetokounmpo. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Over Irving. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Bucks trail by 20. To the inside. That's good from Booker on the assist by Tatum. 17 points for Devin Booker.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
Nice shot by Thompson. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Aldridge with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Tatum, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Tatum's got 9 points.
Well, you've got to understand how to use the screen to your advantage. And Jason Tatum, yes, sir, that's in my game, too.
They set the pick. Paul kicks to Jackson. Booker against Thompson. Outside Gasol. No good on the three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Inside.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Gasol a screen. Misses off the left iron. Bucks trail by 16. Now here's Paul. 17 points in the game. A 3-ball. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Paul's got 19 points.
Another solid game from this guy shooting the basketball, just adding to this lead. So hard to defend.
Aldridge a screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And mistakes, guys, this quarter have translated to 9 points at the other end.
Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Aldridge. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Kyrie Irving. Paul passes to Gasol. Kicks to Ayton. On the wing, Thompson. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Thompson's got 17.
If he's not automatic with his jumper, it's pretty darn close. Klay Thompson, my goodness.
Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Paul. Thompson up top, defended by Booker, and stolen by Booker. From the wing, a nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 here in this quarter.
Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Bledsoe against Paul. Thompson outside. It's good. Thompson's got 19 points.
Well, there's a certain level of poise there. There's also length and athleticism. Nice shot by Klay.
Bledsoe kicks to Ibaka. Screen by Ibaka. For 3, Booker. Toronto grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thompson passes to Paul. On the wing, Thompson. There's the screen. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, that's where you see the IQ of Klay Thompson, a step ahead of everyone else. A beautiful delivery.
Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bledsoe against Paul. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Bucks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Some changes for Toronto. Derek Favors checked in for Gasol. And Smart subbed in for Thompson. The Bucks also changing it up. Miles Turner comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Brown in for Tatum. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Paul with the ball. He's got 19. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the future Hall of Famer loves to dish the rock. Paul has a pass-first mentality. He makes everyone around him better.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Ibaka outside. Back to Turner. On the wing, Booker. Guarded by Smart. Shot clock at 3. Lets it fly from 18.
Well, that's outstanding footwork from Smart on the defensive end. A superb job staying with his man.
Antetokounmpo. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 39. Bucks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. There's a good screen. Smart against Booker. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
The Bucks have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker.
Yeah, and this is really what you love about Devin Booker. He gets to the free throw line at a high rate and hits a high percentage.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 39. Paul, right side. Can't connect.
Well, that lateral quickness, right, really shows up on the defensive end for Bledsoe.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Raptors opening up a huge gap. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Miles Turner out there with Ibaka. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Brown. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. Turner with the screen. Smart against Booker. Knocked away. Here's Turner. Oh, good on the 3. Raptors leading by 21. Raptors moving the ball around. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
2 shots.
Two.
No good on the free throw.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And the second free throw, good. Now Bledsoe. He kicks it to Ibaka. Pass to Booker. Ibaka sets the pick for Booker. over Smart. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 22 points.
You talk about a guy who's exceeded expectations coming in. Booker looks like the real deal.
13 feet away. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left on the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Ibaka with a screen on Paul. They double-team Bledsoe, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Toronto has possession. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Paul on target from 13 feet. 1 points in the game.
And guys, when Paul kicks it up a notch, it's thrilling to watch. Always in attack mode. Great at looking for his shot and making the D pay.
To the paint and finished off by Brown.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Paul kicks to Ayton. Shoots over Turner. Nurkic checked in for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 20. Bledsoe passes to Nurkic. Ibaka against Jackson. And the pass to Bledsoe. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Nurkic, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, maybe a little bit selfish to take such a tough shot instead of passing it off. But boy, as long as it's good, he won't hear about it.
There's a good screen. Jackson, a screen on Bledsoe. Bledsoe against Paul. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Paul's got 9 points here in the second half. Bucks trail by 20. Bledsoe outside from 8, and Jackson with the block. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Smart. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
Well, that's about anticipation. Marcus Smart jumps out, gets into the speed and transition game, and leaves no doubt.
Bledsoe against Paul, and Jackson with the block. But they'll get another chance. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And the Bucks with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Eric Bledsoe.
Get open, get open!
Irving against Paul. Outside, out of Kumbo. Back to Paul. Raptors moving the ball around. Jackson setting the pick here for Paul. Shot clock at 6. Down low. It's tipped and stolen by Ayton. And here's Smart. Pass to Ayton. Left side, Jackson. Rebound, Milwaukee. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Paul kicks to Jackson. Jackson setting the pick here for Paul. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. The Raptors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Devin Booker.
Set it up!
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Tatum. And the Raptors miss again.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
Aldridge with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Brown. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. To the middle and taken away by Brown. Fast break, Milwaukee. Brown's got the ball, and he gets the bucket.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
And the Raptors call time here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So it's Toronto now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. And the Raptors lead by 20. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Irving passes to Nurkic. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Antetokounmpo's got 42 in the game. Irving against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Toronto on defense. Here's Irving, drilled from 11 feet out. Irving's got 27.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Paul against Irving. Paul kicks to Thompson. Jackson setting the pick here for Thompson. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Klay Thompson's so adept at using the pick and roll to his advantage. Takes what the defense gives him.
Nurkic a screen on Paul. Outside Tatum. Stolen by Thompson. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Ball against Irving. Clock at 6. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Over Tatum. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
They set the pick. Tatum setting the pick for Irving. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
The cleverness, the fearlessness. Kyrie Irving outstanding at finding spots inside to capitalize from.
And the Raptors with some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Ayton. Marcus Morris comes in for Jackson. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Thompson. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Adebayo is checked in for Nurkic.
Shot,
Miles Turner comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Tatum. And it's Green in for Jaylen Brown. And that one falls for Irving.
And in the 2016-17 season, Kyrie hit better than 90% of his free throws. That is a terrific percentage.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Morris. Favors with a screen on Korver. Antetokounmpo against Korver. He's feeling it. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Here's Green, gets himself open and drills it. Raptors leading by 21. Paul kicks to Morris. Back to Paul. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Favors with a screen on Korver. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Raptors with some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Favors. Jackson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Klay Thompson in for Caldwell-Pope. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Nurkic checked in for Adebayo. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Turner. Tatum, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Booker in for Gerald Green. You have to like what we're seeing from Antetokounmpo.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
We've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. That one drops for him.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
Irving against Paul. Kicks to Ayton. Takes the 13-footer, and that one good. And the Raptors lead by 21.
It has not been pretty, and you just wonder when they're going to start showing some more fight at that end of the floor. It has to happen at some point.
Nurkic the pass to Booker. Nurkic setting the pick for Booker. Over Thompson. Misses off the left iron. Raptors leading by 21. Now here's Paul. Feeds it to Ayton. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Outside Irving. Irving double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Toronto. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A new group in now for the Raptors. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson. Marcus Morris comes in for Antetokounmpo. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Thompson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Chris Paul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Ibaka comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Brown, he's checked in for Tatum. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Irving.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
And both free throws good for Rose.
Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
Ibaka with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Screen by Ibaka. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right. Frustrating for sure, Greg. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
Rose against Bledsoe. And it's Rose missing. So it's the Bucks now. Bledsoe outside. Passes it to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, with that size and strength, for a two-guard, Booker is a legitimate threat even in traffic.
Bledsoe against Rose. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Mark. It seemed like you guys came out early. You wanted to jump on him, and that would control the game. Was that what was going on?
Yes, and we started out that way, and then we slipped away a little bit. But, we're learning, we're getting better, and, just a process.
You guys really coming together. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.